Welcome, friends, to another blooming episode of Senior Green Thumbs. If you're anything like me, you've got a garage full of odds and ends. Things too worn to use, but too good to throw away. Maybe it's an old teacup missing its saucer, a pile of rusted tools from another time, or a drawer full of bottle caps, bent spoons, or broken tiles. Today, we're not tossing anything out. We're breathing new life into the forgotten and the dusty, turning clutter into color and scrap into something truly special. Because in the garden, nothing is wasted, not a drop of water, not a fallen leaf, and certainly not a bit of imagination. In this episode, we're going to show you how to turn everyday items, the ones you'd never expect, into charming, meaningful garden art. Whether it's a colander turned into a planter, a bicycle rim transformed into a spinning flower, or a chandelier lighting up your backyard with solar glow, each piece carries a story. Your story. And the best part? You don't need to buy a thing. All it takes is a little creativity, a dash of paint, maybe a screwdriver or two, and the willingness to see beauty where others see junk. So take a deep breath, put on that old apron, and open your heart to the joy of creating something new from something old. Let's get our hands a little dirty and our spirits a little lighter. Let's begin. Idea number one. Let's take a stroll down memory lane with a project that's as charming as it is simple. The Teacup Succulent Tower. Maybe you have a collection of vintage teacups gathering dust in a forgotten cabinet or picked up at a thrift store. These delicate beauties, once used for afternoon tea, now find new purpose as tiny living gardens. Stacking these teacups on a sturdy rod or a metal spike creates a vertical oasis that's perfect for small spaces, patios, balconies, or even sunny windowsills. Succulents are ideal for this project because they're low maintenance and come in a variety of shapes and colors that complement the elegance of your teacups. Imagine tiny jade plants, echeverias, or hens and chicks spilling over the edges, their thick leaves contrasting beautifully with delicate floral patterns in the porcelain. Each cup becomes a little world of its own, inviting closer inspection and bringing life and freshness into your garden space. This project doesn't require fancy tools or complicated steps, just a bit of creativity and patience. And you'll have a stunning centerpiece that's both nostalgic and modern, a true reflection of the Green Thumb's artful touch. Idea number two, the hubcap sunflower sculpture. This project transforms an old, forgotten hubcap into a bright and cheerful sunflower that will become the star of your garden. Hubcaps have a naturally round shape that's perfect for creating flower art, and their metal surface means your sculpture will stand up to rain, sun, and wind without fading or breaking. Begin by cleaning the hubcap thoroughly and painting it with vibrant yellows and rich browns to mimic the sunflower's petals and center. You can attach wooden or metal petal shapes around the edges or paint detailed petals right on the hubcap itself. Mount your finished sunflower on a strong stake and plant it firmly in the ground, adding an everlasting splash of sunshine to your garden. It's a charming way to recycle and bring a little whimsy to your outdoor space, and it's sure to spark conversation from visitors and neighbors alike. Idea number three, tin can wind chimes. Old soup cans or vegetable tins can be transformed into charming melodic garden decorations. This is a perfect way to upcycle those empty cans that usually end up in the recycling bin. Start by cleaning and drying your cans, then paint them in bright colors or fun patterns to add personality. You can punch holes in the bottoms and rims to string beads, keys, shells, or small bells that will catch the breeze and create gentle sounds. Hang your wind chimes from tree branches, porch ceilings, or garden hooks. The gentle clinking adds a soothing soundtrack to your outdoor sanctuary, and it's a beautiful reminder that even simple materials can bring joy and movement to your garden. Idea number four, mosaic brick herb markers. If you're like me, you probably have a few old bricks or broken pieces of tile lying around. maybe from an unfinished project or a garden path that needed fixing. Instead of tossing those bits aside, why not turn them into something both beautiful and practical for your garden? Start by giving your bricks a good scrub to remove any dirt or moss. Once they're clean and dry, it's time to get creative. Using outdoor paint or mosaic glue, decorate the surface of each brick with colorful tiles, pieces of broken china, buttons, or even tiny pebbles. You can make patterns, abstract designs, or even recreate miniature garden scenes, whatever inspires you. Next, use a permanent marker or weatherproof paint to write the names of your herbs or vegetables. Think of these markers as little signposts that help you keep track of what you planted and where, especially during those busy growing seasons when everything starts to look alike. What I love most about this project is how it adds personality and color to your garden beds while being sturdy enough to survive rain, sun, and frost year after year. Plus, when friends come to visit, these mosaic markers make for wonderful conversation starters, sharing a bit of your garden's story. So grab those forgotten bricks, a handful of colorful scraps, and turn your garden into a vibrant, well-labeled paradise. Idea number 5, Driftwood Butterfly Mobile. Driftwood has this wonderful natural beauty, weathered, smooth, and unique, which makes it perfect for creating garden art that blends seamlessly with nature. If you've ever found a piece of driftwood on the beach or in a nearby creek, you already have the perfect base for this project. Start by selecting a sturdy yet lightweight piece of driftwood, something that will hang well but still catch the eye. Next, craft delicate butterflies from thin wood, metal, or even sturdy paper. You can paint these butterflies in soft pastels or vibrant hues, depending on the mood you want to set. Attach the butterflies to the driftwood using fine fishing line or thin wire, allowing them to dangle and sway gently in the breeze. Hang your mobile from a tree branch, pergola, or porch ceiling, and watch as it dances with every gust of wind. The sunlight catching on painted wings and twirling shapes creates an enchanting, whimsical atmosphere that invites birds, butterflies, and garden visitors alike to linger. What's truly special about this project is how it combines found natural materials with a touch of imagination, turning simple driftwood and crafted butterflies into a living piece of art that celebrates the ever-changing beauty of the outdoors. It's a gentle reminder that the smallest details in our garden can bring the greatest joy and wonder. Idea number 6, plastic jug watering can art. Plastic jugs, like the ones from milk, juice, or detergent, are often overlooked as garden materials. But with a little creativity, they can become charming and functional garden decorations. Start by rinsing out your plastic jugs thoroughly and letting them dry. Then use a sharp craft knife or scissors to cut shapes into the jug, flowers, leaves, or even whimsical watering can silhouettes. You can get as creative as you like with the designs. Once cut, paint the jugs in bright, cheerful colors that will pop against the greenery of your garden. Use weather-resistant spray paint or acrylics to make sure your art holds up through rain and sun. These decorated jugs can be hung from tree branches or garden hooks to add playful pops of color throughout your outdoor space. They catch the light and gently move in the breeze, almost like a modern, eco-friendly garden mobile. Not only do these watering can art pieces add personality, but they also serve as a wonderful reminder to reuse and repurpose plastic, keeping it out of landfills and giving it new purpose in your garden sanctuary. So gather those empty jugs, let your imagination run wild, and create delightful little sculptures that brighten your green space all season long. Idea number 7, license plate plant tags. Old license plates are full of character, weathered paint, bold colors, and that vintage industrial charm that adds personality wherever they go. Instead of letting them gather dust, why not transform them into unique, eye-catching plant tags for your garden? Start by carefully cutting the license plates into smaller sections, strips or shapes that will fit nicely near your plants. Use metal snips or heavy-duty scissors, and always remember to wear gloves to protect your hands from sharp edges. Next, paint or engrave the names of your plants, herbs, or vegetables directly onto the metal. You can also punch holes in the ends and attach wire or stakes to secure them in the soil. These tags are not only durable and weatherproof, but they also add a rustic flair that stands out among the greenery. Their bright colors and vintage feel bring a nostalgic touch, reminding us that beauty can be found in the most unexpected places. Whether you use them to label rows of tomatoes, mark your herb garden, or just add some funky art to your flower beds, these license plate plant tags are a fantastic way to recycle metal and keep your garden organized with style. Idea number 8, picture frame mirror garden accent. Old picture frames often carry stories from the past, weathered wood, chipped paint, or elegant carvings that deserve a second chance to shine. Instead of gathering dust inside, why not give that frame a new life as a garden mirror? Mirrors add depth and light to outdoor spaces, creating the illusion of a larger garden and reflecting the beauty around them. Begin by cleaning the frame and removing any old glass or backing. If you have a small mirror cut to fit, insert it carefully. If not, you can use a weather-resistant reflective surface or even create a faux mirror effect with metallic paint. Seal the frame with a waterproof coating to protect it from the elements. Then hang it on a fence, garden wall, or even lean it against a shrub. This simple addition can brighten shady corners, draw the eye to special plants, and add a touch of elegance and whimsy to your outdoor sanctuary. It's a beautiful way to combine nostalgia with creativity, turning a forgotten frame into a captivating focal point that invites you to see your garden in a whole new light. Idea number 9, bicycle rim. Flower spinner. Old bicycle rims are full of potential, not just for the road, but for your garden too. With their circular shape and sturdy metal construction, they make perfect bases for creating eye-catching spinning garden art. Start by cleaning your bicycle rim and giving it a fresh coat of paint. Bright colors like reds, oranges, or blues work wonderfully. Then, add petal shapes around the rim, either by attaching metal or wooden cutouts, or painting them directly onto the spokes or the rim itself to create a giant flower. Mount the rim onto a sturdy pole or stake using a swivel or bearing that allows it to spin freely in the breeze. As it twirls, the colorful petals catch the sunlight and add dynamic movement to your garden space. This project combines recycled metal with a bit of engineering and artistry, making your garden feel alive and playful. It's perfect for adding a splash of color and a sense of fun, reminding us all that gardens are places for creativity and joy. Idea number 10, teapot hedgehog house. This charming little project gives new life to an old teapot by transforming it into a cozy, whimsical shelter for garden visitors like hedgehogs and small wildlife. Start by choosing a sturdy teapot with a wide opening, preferably ceramic or metal, and make sure it's clean and free of cracks. Place it upside down on a patch of soft soil or nestled among leaves and plants, creating a little hideaway where hedgehogs can curl up safely during the day or in cooler weather. You can add natural materials like straw, dried leaves, or moss inside to make it extra inviting. Position your teapot house near shrubs or hedges where wildlife is most likely to visit. Not only does this provide shelter for your garden's helpful critters, but it also adds a delightful storybook charm to your outdoor space. It's a perfect blend of practical gardening and creative reuse, reminding us to welcome nature in all its forms into our green havens. Idea number 11, colander ladybug planter. Old kitchen colanders, with their rounded shape and perforated sides, are perfect candidates for quirky and charming garden planters, especially when transformed into friendly ladybugs. Start by cleaning your colander thoroughly and then painting it a bright red with black spots to mimic the iconic look of a ladybug. You can use weatherproof spray paint or acrylics designed for outdoor use. Next, fill your colander with soil and choose plants that will spill over the sides. Succulents, trailing ivy, or colorful flowers like petunias work beautifully. The holes provide excellent drainage, keeping your plants healthy and happy. Place your ladybug planter on a sturdy stand or hang it from a tree or porch beam. This whimsical addition brings a splash of color and personality to your garden, making it feel like a magical, inviting space for both you and your outdoor visitors. It's a delightful way to recycle kitchenware and add a playful touch to your green sanctuary. Idea number 12, broken china dragonfly wall art. Broken china and ceramics might seem like a sad reminder of something lost, but with a little creativity, they can become stunning pieces of garden art, like this delicate dragonfly. Begin by gathering shards of colorful broken plates, cups, or tiles. Arrange the pieces on a sturdy backing, wood, metal, or even a garden fence, to create the shape of a dragonfly, using elongated shards for wings and smaller pieces for the body and head. Use strong outdoor glue or mosaic adhesive to secure each piece. Then fill the gaps with grout to give it a polished, finished look. The varied colors and patterns in the china shards add texture and charm, catching the light and drawing the eye. Mount your dragonfly in a sunny spot on a garden wall or fence where it can shimmer in the sunlight and become a focal point of your outdoor space. This project is a wonderful example of turning what's broken into something beautiful, a symbol of renewal and creativity in the garden. Idea number 13, chandelier firefly cluster. Imagine transforming an old chandelier into a magical cluster of glowing fireflies that light up your garden as dusk falls. Start by cleaning and painting the chandelier frame if needed. Soft metallic or rustic colors work beautifully to blend with your outdoor environment. Then, attach small battery-operated fairy lights or LED bulbs around the arms and frame, mimicking the twinkling glow of fireflies. You can also add small glass jars or bulbs to create tiny lanterns, enhancing the enchanting effect. Hang your chandelier from a sturdy tree branch, pergola, or garden hook where it can gently sway in the breeze. As night falls, this recycled chandelier becomes a stunning focal point, casting soft, whimsical light that invites evening relaxation and conversation in your garden. It's a perfect blend of upcycling creativity and ambiance, turning a forgotten fixture into a captivating celebration of nature's own light show. Idea number 14, mason jar lantern pathway. Mason jars are classic and versatile, perfect for creating cozy, glowing pathways in your garden that guide your way after sunset. Start by collecting empty mason jars and cleaning them thoroughly. You can decorate the jars by painting them with frosted glass paint, adding colorful ribbons, or even etching simple designs for a personalized touch. Place battery-operated tea lights or solar-powered fairy lights inside each jar to create a soft, flickering glow without worrying about open flames. Arrange the jars along garden paths, steps, or borders, spacing them evenly to create a magical walkway that invites exploration. This project not only repurposes jars, but also enhances the nighttime ambiance of your garden, turning ordinary strolls into enchanting adventures filled with warm light and charm. Idea number 15, wooden pallet vertical herb garden. Wooden pallets, often discarded after delivery, can be transformed into practical and beautiful vertical gardens, perfect for small spaces or adding greenery to a bare wall. Begin by sanding down the pallet to remove rough edges and applying a weatherproof sealant to protect the wood. Next, attach small pots or fabric pockets filled with soil into the spaces between the pallet slats. Plant your favorite herbs like basil, thyme, rosemary, or mint in the pots. Mount the pallet securely against a fence, wall, or balcony railing, and you've created an organized, space-saving garden that's easy to maintain and harvest from. This vertical garden not only recycles materials, but also brings fresh flavors and greenery right within arm's reach, ideal for cooking enthusiasts and small space gardeners alike. Idea number 16, vintage window frame garden mirror. Old window frames have a nostalgic charm that can be beautifully repurposed into garden mirrors, adding depth and character to your outdoor space. Start by sourcing a vintage or weathered window frame, preferably with multiple panes. Clean it up gently, keeping that worn look for rustic appeal. Replace the glass panes with mirror panels cut to size, or use mirrored acrylic sheets for a lightweight option. Seal the frame with a weatherproof finish to protect it from the elements. Mount your mirror on a garden wall, fence, or between shrubs to reflect light and greenery, creating the illusion of a larger, more vibrant garden. This clever reuse of a forgotten window invites you to see your garden through a new lens, blending history with beauty and expanding your outdoor sanctuary in a truly unique way. Idea number 17, garden glove scarecrow hands. This fun and quirky idea adds a human touch to your garden, literally, by turning old garden gloves into decorative scarecrow hands that wave in the wind and help deter curious critters. Start by stuffing old gardening gloves with straw, newspaper, or weather-resistant filling to give them shape. Then attach the wrist end to sticks, old rake handles, or even the edges of raised garden beds. If you want to take it further, you can mount them on rotating poles or add a few bells and ribbons so they catch both movement and sound. Paint friendly or spooky faces on the gloves depending on your style. You can even make a series of them, giving your garden a cast of playful, waving characters that shift with the breeze. More than just decor, these glove hands act like mini scarecrows, offering gentle motion and a dash of personality that keeps birds and pests second-guessing. It's a lighthearted way to reuse worn-out gloves and bring a bit of storytelling to your outdoor space. And there you have it, 17 creative, eco-friendly ways to turn forgotten items into garden treasures. From bottle caps to bicycle wheels and teapots to tin cans, each idea proves that a little imagination can breathe new life into what others might throw away. Remember, your garden is more than soil and plants. It's a canvas, and every piece you add tells a story about you, your creativity, and your connection to the world around you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow green thumb. Drop a comment below and let us know which idea you're excited to try, or share your own garden art invention. Until next time, keep creating, keep planting, and keep turning the ordinary into something extraordinary. This is Senior Green Thumbs signing off.